Hello and happy Sunday for everyone who is watching it. Today I had two trades in the morning and right before I start recording the video. And then we're going to talk about the sentiment of the market, traditional market. As always, right, we like to compare the traditional market to the crypto market. But as you know, nowadays we have a too much high correlations. We're going to talk about the Justin Bieber. He bought an NFT. I'll show you the NFT and I'll show you how much he paid for it. We're going to talk about the sentiment of the market, Google trends, and we'll compare the dot-coms bubble that we had in early 20th, like in early 2000 in 1998. Yeah, we're going to compare that we have it now in the market, compare how the S&P was reacting on it. So I enjoyed the video. I know you will enjoy it. Then press a like at the beginning in advance for me. So even in case if you will not like the video, you can just easily remove it. So let's begin from the trade. Let's start it from the trade, let's say. Yeah. So my first trade was on the Bitcoin, and what do we have here? We have a support line, right? And we're seeing that is increasing. So the lows are increasing here, and we can easily see there is upward movement in a 5-minute candle. So I'm taking decision that I'm going to open long when the price is going to come to touch the support level again. So I was a bit late. But anyway, let's take a look how the trade was. No, actually I opened like when the price was so close to the support line. So I'm opening long here, and I'm not planning to take a long on the trade because, as you know, I don't like much trading on the weekends because it's the weekend is very speculative time for the cryptocurrency. So and I'm already putting my grid of limit orders, so I'm planning to close it by portions, to pay the less commission and so on. So let's take a look. How was it? Yes, the price takes my first limit order, right? Yes, the price takes my first limit order, and it gives some movement. But you see, as you see, like we can see there is a strong candle movements, but in real it's like 0.1% movement because I bit zoomed the graph. So and then just waiting. Thinking about most probably the price maybe not going to reach my take profit, so I'm bringing my stop loss close to the price because I already up for almost 0.2%. I was trading with the leverage of 50. So as you know, as always, I'll put somewhere screen at the end of the trade. Nothing interesting as you see. As I said, there is on the weekend no price movements, nothing much interesting happening. So let's just take a look. Yes, the price takes my second limit order here, and I'm taking decision that I want to remove my take profit close to the price. And yeah, now just take a look what's gonna happen. Yeah, the price taking my take profit, and then there was a huge candle movement upward. Yeah, this was my first trade, and here I'm gonna zoom a bit the graph so we can understand why I opened long position. As you see, we had a like here when we start the upward movement, like somehow a trend. We have a first touch, second touch, and we see like all the time when the price is touching it, we have some reaction on the price. I mean, we have some reaction on the support level. And here I was expecting the same thing. We had the touch and we had the reaction. And as you saw, the reaction was not that strong, but it's not only me that didn't keep it, and then later on we can see it's gonna drop it. But anyway, let's move to the second one, to my second trade that I had right a few minutes ago before I start recording it. And this was my second trade, somehow the same situation, but here this support line upward trend and support line of the upward trend movements is a bit on the higher time frame. If before I build it on a lower time frame, but this one was built on a 1 hourly time frame. So but the same situation, right? The price came to the support level, the price touched it, and I'm taking decision that I want to long the position. And yeah, I'm opening long position. We had a small movement downward because I opened a bit earlier. I was planning to open a bit when the price is going to come and touched it, but I think this was the reason why I didn't open with the whole with my working deposit. Yeah, I opened 1 out of 3 of my deposit, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, we gave some fake breakout of it, but if the candle not gonna stick, not gonna, like, you see this is a 5 minute candle, and if the candle will not close below the trend line, that means like most probably this is a fake breakout. But let's say okay, the candle closed it below the trend line, then we will take a look at the side of maybe like, you know, we're gonna need to take a short position here, because if the candle gonna fix it, that means like most probably this is a changing of the trend. Yeah, this is where I put my the green candle where I'm planning to close the trade, but you will see it in a later. There was no movements, and I'm gonna take a decision to close my trade a bit earlier. But if you want to see, like, you know, did I close it with the take profit, or did I close it with the stop loss, just take it. I'm gonna come to it. And here there is no need for me to close it with the grid of limit orders, because the position is already so small. As I said, like, it's not my working position, but so that's why I'm not closing with the grid of limit orders. So now the only thing left is just wait. That's it. And my leverage same was 50 here. And yeah, we're up to 0. Almost 2%. Yeah, up to 0.2%, and I'm bringing my stop loss closer to the price, so I can take the maximum movements of the price. Yeah, as I said, close it close to the price movement. And about the take profit, just forget, because as I said, there was no movement, and the time to record the video already came, you get. So I closed it a bit earlier, but still we'll take a look at the chart, how is now. Maybe it's went and it came to my take profit position. So this was it with the trades. Only 2 trades on the weekend, and overall we got, like, I think the 20% return with the 2 trades. So I think it's slightly good for it, for the weekend trade. So if you also like it, press a like, right? Like button for the video. If you still didn't subscribe me, do it, right? Do it, because there is a lot of interesting videos coming. I'm trying to make the videos every day, and on the daily basis I'm sharing my trades. So if you also want to learn it, because in my all videos I'm explaining why I had the position. I'm not giving you the signals, right? But I'm explaining you, so the later on you're going to learn it by yourself, so you can open the trades by yourself. So stick around with the channel. And now let's move to the news. We had slightly some interesting news, as I said at the beginning, so let's move to the second part of the video. And before we start the news, let me quickly talk about the Bitcoin price, how the movement is. Maybe, like, you know, I already made some interesting positions for you if you're interested in it. So here, the same situation that we had yesterday and the day before. There is nothing much interesting happening now. We still didn't came close to the trend line that I was talking on my previous video. So I'm waiting when the price is going to come. So then we're going to have some interesting positions with the high return, or maybe with the high loss, right? Excited to see the time. So here, what do we have? What I can recommend for you, if the price is going to come close to the resistance line that I put it here, I build it based on the previous high that we had on the 26th of January, is like 4 days ago. We came close one time today, right? Like, yeah, today we came close to it, get some bounce from here, same, and we're following this upward trend line that I had, like, that I was trading on my second video. So same, one touch, second one, almost third one, this is the fourth one. So we might break it down. So what do I recommend you? Maybe, like, you know, some interesting presets here. I will take a look at the side of breaking it above. So when the price is going to come close to the level, I'm going to see the direction on the level, and most probably I'm going to take a look at having the long position here, because as I said, I'm expecting the price going to come to the resistance level of our whole trend line. And let's say if the price is going to break down this upward movement, so I'm going to take a look at the side of having short position. But you know how you're going to have the short position? I'm going to wait until the confirmation of the changing the trend line. So what can I recommend you? let's say the price broke down the trend line, right? And let's say the candle fixed below the trend line, then most probably we're going to have some retest of the trend line. So at that time, I'm going to take a look at the side of having a short position. Or otherwise, like, I'm not going to think about having short position. So let's say we touch the trend line again from the upward down, from down to up, and then we're going to have some short position, and then somehow this picture you might see on it. So this is my opinion of what I'm going to do. And let's say to the other side, what may happen. Let's say we're breaking upward. Actually the same preset, right? We're breaking it upward. We're going to have some retest. So at that time, I'm going to have some long position. I'm not planning to open it with the whole my deposit size, but still with the big portion of it, I'm planning to open it. And for the stop loss, we can put it right slightly somewhere here. Okay, actually we can put it a bit below this, consolidation. So we can put a stop loss right on the upward support level. And same with the stop loss for the short position, we can put it right behind this resistance level of it. So this is my preset. If you're interested, you try to do something with it. Is not my financial recommendation, but it's only if you are interested. And now let's move to the news. Right, let's move to the news. Here we have a traditional market, how it closed on the Friday evening. You see like everything looks green, but I don't want to be a mistake. I don't want to get into this, trap. You get, because it was down for 3 weeks. It was down for the 3 weeks. And if you think that this is a time to recover, you might be mistaken, right? You might be correct, but most probably, like, I'm not saying that this is a perfect time to have opening long position for the long period time, but we was falling down for 3 weeks. And after this bouncing back, a lot of people start opening long position. A lot of people start thinking like, okay, this is a time that we start recovering. They might be right? But at the same time, just let's make it as a proportion, right? So what the chance of that this is a recovery if it was falling down for 3 weeks? You understand my logic, right? But I'm sure you understand it because you're watching my videos and you understand what I'm talking about. So it looks slightly good, right? And I think this was a second day in the whole market history with the returns. You see the Apple was up for 7%, but actually is Apple up for because of the reports that they had. Same Google up, Amazon, Tesla, all these markets are looking very good. But as I said, this is the second best day in the traditional stock exchange market. Imagine, second the best day of the whole history. So overall the market looks like looks very, very bad, and it. We're gonna take a look at the market on Monday video. Most probably I'm gonna make some quick reviews, but maybe on a Tuesday videos because my video is coming before the market's open. But anyway, we'll see. Let's move to the next one. What do we have here is the worldwide Bitcoin interest over time. This is a Google Trends, right? And as we see here, as we see here, the Google Trend says like in this year, the people are interested in a Bitcoin of 106% higher than a year ago. So what does it say to us? Like all the time the Google Trends can say about the movements. When it's become like super high and the people are really interested in it, this is a time when the price is peaking. This is a time when we're seeing the all-time highs and so on. So here we start increasing. You get, this is somehow a good signal, good sign that the market may start recovering. But as I said, don't get into the trap, because overall, we are not in the good period of recover. But still, I'm planning to see again the price of 29,000, and then I'm going to say, okay, this is a time to recover. This is a time when we think about we can recover. Or the second option, if we're going to break up this downtrend movement and the price going to sticken, we're going to make some retest of it, and then I'm going to say okay, we're in the bullish market now. We continue our upward we begin our upward movement, have open some long positions with the good leverage and so on. But for now, the picture saying to us, like, you know, the situation are not so fun anymore. And let's move to the next one. What do we have here? Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? This is a NFT. This is the most valuable NFT collection. And today we got the news that Justin Bieber bought it, and this is the price, how you can see. Actually, this was the biggest price for it, but he bought it for 500 Ethereum. 500 Ethereum, which is $1.3 million. And the people may say like, oh, 1.3 million for a random picture and so on. But as I said, this is the highest valuable connection between the NFT, like between the whole NFT collection. So 1.3 million is like slightly nice. And as you remember, like few days ago, right, or weeks ago, the Eminem bought the same NFT collection from the same NFT collection. You know, when everything is red and the big, like the superstar like Justin Bieber buying NFT, you know, it looks something interesting, right? So let's move to the next one. Here we have the sentiment, and what does it say? Here we have the fear zone, right? This is like most of the time when the price bottoming, and this is we have a three zone when the people, like, you know, hyping, and there is a, you know, fear and greed index when, like, you know, everybody is greed, they want to buy, like, you know, when the price is overhighing and so on. But here when the price, like, you know, when there is a fear zone, when everybody is afraid that the Bitcoin going to drop more, then everybody starts selling it. This is a perfect time to buy. You know, I'm always telling in my videos, you know, buy when everybody is selling and sell when everybody start talking about it, when everybody buying it. You know, this is my recommendation. Okay, I'm going to say that this is a recommendation. Same with the sentiment analysis. We have the fear zone, and, you know, we come closer to it, we touched it, and now we start increasing it. So, you know, this is just the analytics, And here the next interesting graph, I took a note, sorry, so I'm gonna read it a bit. In 2021, right, last year, the percentage in commission in the transaction in a Bitcoin blockchain was way less than transaction commission in a Visa. As you see on the graph, it was a 20 times lower than on the Visa. So, and also the second picture coming to the same graph, right? We have a 13 trillion Bitcoin annual settlement value surpasses Visa payment value in 2021. We can see the Bitcoin transactions, Bitcoin transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain was like for 30% higher, and at the same time the commission was 20 times lower, right? So it's like 2000% lower. Just, you know, just some small interesting graph for you people, you know, who is still thinking that, you know, the Bitcoin is not the next payment system, or, you know, so on, because even the Visa now is integrating the cryptocurrency to their payments. They're integrating the cryptocurrency to the system, so the people will be able to buy the crypto by using the Visas or Master. Same for the MasterCard as well. I think it's slightly interesting just to show the people, like, you know, how valuable Bitcoin can be, how, you know, how useful Bitcoin system can be. You know, just like if you have a friend who looks pessimistic about the Bitcoin and about the blockchain itself, just show them this picture. You know, this two graph where it shows, like, you know, the transaction commission is 20 times less, you know, while at the same time we had 30% more payments, you know, like more transactions. So, you know, just like for your people, for your parents maybe who is like still look pessimistic, still think that, you know, this is somehow a big bubble that gonna just one day gonna blow it. Just show it to them, just share it with them, so, you know, they will understand you what I'm talking about all the time, why the Bitcoin is something like, you know, next generation of payment system. Let's come to the let's come to the bubble that I was talking about. Here, what do we have? We have some compare two graphics, right, with the .com bubbles, as you remember, as I said in the beginning, in early this century and at the end of like 98, 99, we had the bubble between the dot-coms, just like, you know, blow it off completely, and there was like a lot of, it became to the economic crisis, right? Was economic crisis time. So we can just compare now these two graphics, because, you know, the history all the time repeating itself. And we can use the fractal of the Nasdaq in this year, and we can use the Bitcoin fractal. So we can just compare itself and this is what you can see on the picture here. We have the same somehow head and shoulders, right? Same picture, head and shoulders, a movement down. Then we have some consolidation, right? Some, like, you know, collecting the value of everything. Then we have upward movement. We couldn't break it. Then we have some slightly down movement, right? And then this is what do we have here, right? When the price is gonna break it, we're gonna make like all-time high, like next, like, you know, just all-time high all the next year. So I just found this picture is like very interesting, because as I said, like the history like to repeat itself, especially when it comes to the graphics, when it comes to the prices of like stock prices, gold prices, like just to price everything. So this is what do we have. Make your own decision. For me, I like to see it because, as we know, the Bitcoin is deflation product, and deflation product means that the price is going to increase all the time. This might be this might take, like, you know, 1 year, 2 year, maybe 10 years. But even as I said, for the long-term period, I'm really bullish on the Bitcoin. I'm really think that the Bitcoin might come to the 100,000, if it's not this year, then next year, or then maybe the coming year. And my investments on my investment portfolio, I'm planning to keep it for next 10 years. So let's see who is right, who is the bullish, who is the bearish. You know, there is a lot of guys who is saying that the Bitcoin is a bubble. I'm just repeating myself. So, you know, for this recovery, it took 1 year, right? For this recovery, it took, we can see the 98 May, right? September, like, you know, September, November, we came to the bottom. And then on the next year, we see the increasing. So if let's say we came to the bottom now, right, then to the next 6 months, if, like, you know, if we're going to repeat it exactly the same way, so for the next 6 months we're going to see the new all-time highs, and we're going to see the increasing of it. So, like, you know, it's what, 2000 for 30%. Yes, if we're going to come here and we're going to increase for 30%, then the price is going to come closer to the 90,000, right? Yeah, so actually this is like slightly very optimistic. But even at that time, the economy was crashing. There was, like, you know, economic crisis when there was a bubble in the market. And let's compare the S&P 500 to the Bitcoin, as we like, you know, we have this high correlation at this time between the S&P 500 and the Bitcoin chart. So what do we have here, right? We're going to take the year of 2008. It was, as you all remember, it was a economic crisis time when there was a, you know, bubble in a real estate business, you know, like too much loans and mortgages just, like, you know, blow it completely. So what do we have here? Same, you get like two touches, right? Here first, second, let me screen it, right? So first, same, second, same, right? This is the time when everybody was thinking, okay, we're going to make a new all-time high, you know, and then we just made the movement for 900 bucks, as I remember that time. So, you know, we just need to cut everything. We need to collect the liquidity. And this touch, we have the same. This touch, we're breaking below. This is a price of 29,000, right? This is why I'm just keep talking about the price 29,000, because for me, I think this is going to be a bottom of this cycle, right? Of this like cycle dropping, because, you know, after the 29,000, we're going to have a massive drop for where we can drop to a 19,000, as I remember, because this is where the price was accumulating, breaking to make the new all-time high and to going to the 60,000. But for me, I don't think that we're going to break below the 29,000. Yes, we might give some squeeze movement to a 27,000. This is what I was talking about in my previous videos as well. We can give some squeeze movement to a 27,000, and then we're gonna see the good recoveries here. Here, what do we have? Like dead cat bones, right? Like nowadays, like a lot of people talking about the dead cat bones. So how it works, you know, the market is dropping all the time, and then when the people seeing the small recovery, this is a dead cat bones may happen. What does it mean? After huge massive drops of the price, there's like, you know, some sign of recovery. The people's thinking like, okay, we start recovering now, and then we're dropping more. This is like what the people calling as a dead cat bones. Here, what do we have? We might make the same thing, right? Bull trap, breaking down, then dead cat bones may happen, but then we're going to recover it. This is what do I think. And as I said, the Bitcoin is a deflation product, and the deflation product gonna increase the price year by year. And this was it for today. You enjoyed it, I know you did. Press a like, subscribe my channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Wish you all the wealth.